Welcome back. Today's exciting video, we're diving deep into the world of one of Britain's most fascinating and collectible coins. The United Kingdom Sixpence coin. This small but powerful piece of history has become a true icon among numismatists around the world. And today, we're revealing the most valuable top 10 United Kingdom sixpence coins that have captured collectors' hearts and are now selling for big money in today's auction markets, with values reaching hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and historical significance. So, stay tuned till the end because you might just discover that an old sixpence lying in your drawer is worth a small fortune. So let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1960, a small yet powerful coin that continues to shine brightly in the world of numismatics. Despite being over 6 decades old, this coin remains one of the most admired and highly demanded pieces among collectors across the globe. Especially when found in very fine condition, the 1960 sixpence can fetch surprisingly high prices in today's auction market, often reaching impressive values in dollars. So, let's explore what makes this beautiful coin such a prized treasure in the world of rare British coins. The history of the 1960 United Kingdom sixpence takes us back to a fascinating era under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. It was minted during a time of great transition in British coinage, just before the decimalisation system took over in 1971. The sixpence had already been a staple of British currency for centuries, but the 1960 issue holds special historical importance as one of the early coins bearing the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. This portrait, elegant and regal, symbolized the optimism and renewal of the post-war United Kingdom. The 1960 sixpence was struck in copper-nickel, a modern alloy chosen for its durability and bright silver-like shine, which allowed the coin to retain its beautiful appearance even after years of circulation. When it comes to unique features, the 1960 sixpence truly stands out. The obverse of the coin features the youthful bust of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, with the legend, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina FD, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse, we see the traditional Tudor rose surrounded by a thistle, shamrock, and leek representing the unity of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. The words FID Def and Sixpence 1953 are beautifully struck, giving it a perfectly balanced and detailed finish. This stunning artwork represents unity and pride across the 4 countries, making the 1960 sixpence not just a currency piece but a symbol of heritage and national identity. In terms of rarity and collector demand, the 1960 sixpence is a standout performer. While millions were minted for circulation, finding one today in very fine or uncirculated condition is becoming increasingly rare. Over time, most of these coins suffered from wear, scratches, and discoloration due to regular use. However, coins that have survived in excellent shape have become highly sought after by both British and international collectors. The combination of its age, its beautiful design, and its historical link to the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign gives it immense appeal. Collectors often compete fiercely for well-preserved examples, driving up its value significantly in the numismatic market. Now, let's talk about the current market value in dollars. The price of the 1960 sixpence can vary depending on its condition, but in very fine condition, this coin can easily command between $132,000, while examples in extremely fine have been known to sell for $157,000 or more in specialized auctions. Some proof-like or mint-condition coins have even reached higher values due to their exceptional quality and eye appeal. The demand for this coin has remained steady, and in recent years, it has seen a rise in value as more collectors turn their attention to pre-decimal British coinage. Its affordability combined with increasing rarity makes it a smart and attractive investment piece. For those who are interested in growing their collection, here are some tips for collectors. Always look for coins that maintain sharp details in both the Queen's portrait and the floral reverse design. Coins with original luster and minimal wear are particularly valuable. It's also advisable to store your sixpence in a protective case or coin capsule to prevent tarnishing and scratches. Authenticity matters greatly in the collector's world, so make sure to purchase from reputable dealers or auction houses. Additionally, having your coin graded by a recognized authority like NGC or PCGS can add credibility and potentially increase its market value. The United Kingdom Sixpence 1960 remains one of the most captivating and desirable coins in the British numismatic world. With its rich history, beautiful design, and strong connection to the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II, it continues to attract admiration and high demand from collectors worldwide. Its value in today's auction market reflects not just its metallic worth, but the historical and emotional significance it carries. So, if you happen to come across a 1966 pence in very fine condition, consider yourself lucky. You're holding a remarkable piece of British history that's shining brighter than ever in the world of rare coins. Next up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1953 coin. This beautiful coin, especially when found in extra fine condition, has become a real gem for collectors all around the world. Though small in size, its worth in today's auction market has surprised many experts, with its dollar value climbing steadily as demand continues to rise among coin enthusiasts and investors. So, let's explore the full story behind this highly desirable 1953 sixpence. Its background, design, rarity, and market potential. The 1953 sixpence begins in a very special year. The year of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. The year 1953 marked the beginning of a new royal era in Britain, and to celebrate this historic event, a completely new set of coins was issued bearing the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II for the first time. The sixpence, minted from copper-nickel alloy, was part of this coronation coinage set. It replaced the older George VI design and symbolized a new age of prosperity and change. Each of these coins carried not only monetary value but also deep historical and emotional significance, as they represented the dawn of the Second Elizabethan era, a time of modern progress and pride in the United Kingdom. When it comes to design, the 1953 sixpence stands out with its remarkable craftsmanship and artistic elegance. On the obverse, it features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, which became one of the most admired royal coin portraits in modern history. Unlike later designs, this portrait showed the Queen without a crown, giving the coin a natural and regal charm that collectors adore. On the reverse, we see the traditional Tudor rose surrounded by a thistle, shamrock, and leek representing the unity of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. The words FID Def and Sixpence 1953 are beautifully struck, giving it a perfectly balanced and detailed finish. Coins from this year were known for their superior minting quality, and those that have survived in extra fine condition display crisp details, brilliant luster, and minimal wear features that make them highly sought after today. Now let's talk about what makes this coin truly special. Its rarity and collector demand. While millions of sixpence coins were produced during other years, the 1953 issue holds a special place because it was the first of its kind under Queen Elizabeth II's reign and marks a major royal milestone. Many coins were handled frequently and lost their sharpness over time, but finding one in extra fine condition is quite rare. Collectors around the world are on the lookout for these well-preserved examples, as they represent not only historical importance but also exceptional craftsmanship. Every year, the number of top-grade coins available in the market decreases, which only increases their desirability and value. Numismatists recognize the 1953 sixpence as a key transitional piece in British coinage history, one that bridges the pre-decimal and modern eras. In today's auction market, the value of the 1953 sixpence in extra fine condition has seen a noticeable surge. Depending on the coin's sharpness, toning, and originality, it can fetch anywhere from $165,000 and in some exceptional cases, even higher if the coin is graded by a professional service like NGC or PCGS. Collectors from the United States, Canada, and Australia have shown strong interest in this piece, driving up demand internationally. The 1953 sixpence has become a shining example of how even small denomination coins can carry immense value when tied to royal history and excellent preservation. Auction houses in the UK and abroad have reported growing competition for these coins, especially for ones with brilliant surfaces and full strike details. For those who are passionate about collecting, here are a few valuable tips. Always look for coins with clear details on the Queen's hair and facial features. These are signs of minimal wear. Ensure the reverse design elements, especially the Tudor rose and thistle, are sharply visible with good contrast. Try to store your coins in protective holders to prevent scratches or tarnish. It's also wise to have your coins authenticated or graded by a professional service to establish their condition and boost resale value. With the current upward trend in the numismatic market, holding on to a pristine 1953 sixpence could be a smart investment decision, as prices for historically significant coins continue to appreciate. The United Kingdom Sixpence 1953 in extra fine condition is much more than just an old piece of change. It's a symbol of royal history, fine craftsmanship, and timeless British heritage. With its strong demand, growing dollar value, and undeniable charm, this coin stands as one of the shining stars of mid-20th century British coinage. If you come across one in excellent condition, treasure it. Next up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1966. This classic coin, especially when found in very fine condition, has become a true gem in the numismatic world. Many collectors today are hunting for this stunning piece due to its increasing rarity, historical importance, and its growing value in the global auction market. So, stay tuned as we explore the story, features, and big dollar value behind this remarkable 1966 sixpence coin. The history and background of the 1966 sixpence take us back to the final years of the pre-decimal British currency system. The sixpence, often affectionately called a tanner, had been a part of British coinage since the reign of Edward VI in the 16th century. By 1966, the coin was nearing the end of its production life, as the United Kingdom was preparing to move towards decimalization in 1971. This makes the 1966 issue one of the last traditional sixpence coins ever struck for circulation under the old monetary system. It carries the image of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing a time of great transition in British coin history from the age of silver-based coins to the modern era of decimal currency. When it comes to design, the unique features of the 1966 sixpence are truly captivating. The obverse bears the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, surrounded by the Latin inscription Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina FD, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse is a masterpiece designed by Herald painter Edgar Fuller and modeled by Cecil Thomas, featuring a beautiful floral design combining the national emblems of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, a rose, thistle, shamrock, and leek, all crowned to represent unity across the United Kingdom. The coin was struck in cupronickel, copper-nickel alloy, measuring 19.41 mm in diameter, and it shines brilliantly when preserved in very fine or better condition, showcasing its crisp details and elegant finish. In terms of rarity and collector demand, the 1966 sixpence in very fine condition is now a highly sought-after collectible. While millions were minted for circulation, few survive today with such sharp details and minimal wear. Over the decades, many of these coins were lost, damaged, or melted down, making well-preserved examples increasingly hard to find. Collectors worldwide, especially those in the UK, Australia, and the United States, are constantly on the lookout for this coin due to its strong link to the end of the pre-decimal era. The combination of historical significance, beautiful artistry, and excellent preservation has pushed its desirability to new heights, and demand continues to grow year after year. Now let's talk about the current market value in dollars. The United Kingdom sixpence 1966 in very fine condition has shown a consistent rise in value across online auctions and collector markets. Depending on the condition, mint luster, and rarity of the specific piece, these coins can fetch anywhere from $126,000 in today's market. However, those preserved in near uncirculated or proof-like states can command even higher prices, often reaching $160,000 or more when sold at top-tier auction platforms. The upward trend in value reflects not only its collectible appeal but also the growing international demand for mid-20th century British coinage, especially from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. For collectors who are interested in acquiring or preserving a 1966 sixpence, there are a few tips worth keeping in mind. Always look for coins with sharp details on both sides, especially on the Queen's portrait and the floral design on the reverse. Avoid coins with heavy scratches, cleaning marks, or discoloration, as these can affect their long-term value. If you already own one, store it in a protective coin holder or capsule to prevent oxidation and physical wear. And when buying, prefer trusted dealers, auction houses, or certified platforms that provide proper grading and authenticity. Remember, condition is everything in numismatics, and a well-preserved 1966 sixpence can be a small coin with a big financial reward. The United Kingdom sixpence 1966 stands as a timeless reminder of Britain's rich coinage heritage. With its elegant design, historical importance, and increasing rarity, it continues to capture the hearts of collectors around the world. As more people rediscover the value of pre-decimal coins, the demand for this 1966 gem keeps soaring, making it not just a beautiful collectible but also a smart investment for the future. So, if you ever come across a gleaming 1966 sixpence in very fine condition, hold on to it. Because this small but mighty coin could be worth a significant amount in the growing auction market. Next up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1955. This small yet stunning silver-toned coin is gaining major attention among collectors across the world for its elegant design, historical charm, and rapidly rising market value. If you have this coin in your collection, especially in extra fine condition, you might be holding a true hidden treasure that's now worth big money in today's global auction market. The sixpence has been a beloved part of British currency since the 16th century, first introduced during the reign of Edward VI in 1551. The 1955 issue, however, carries a special charm of its own, as it was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, just a few short years after her coronation in 1953. This makes the 1955 sixpence among the early coins to feature the youthful portrait of the new Queen, symbolizing a new era in British history. The coin was minted in cupronickel, replacing the older silver versions, and it remained an important part of everyday British life until the decimalization in 1971, when the sixpence was officially withdrawn. But while it may no longer circulate, its legacy and desirability have only grown stronger with time. The unique features of the coin, the 1955 sixpence displays exceptional craftsmanship and detail. The obverse side features the first official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, which captures her regal grace and youthful beauty. Unlike later portraits, this early effigy is uncrowned, giving it a natural and fresh appearance that collectors truly admire. On the reverse side, we see the traditional Tudor rose surrounded by a thistle, shamrock, and leek representing the unity of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. The words FID Def and Sixpence 1955 are beautifully struck, giving it a perfectly balanced and detailed finish, all intricately arranged under the royal crown. The craftsmanship and symbolism behind this design make the 1955 sixpence stand out as both an artistic and patriotic masterpiece. When we talk about rarity and condition, the 1955 sixpence holds a special position among mid-century British coins. Although it was a circulation coin, finding an authentic piece in extra fine condition or above is becoming increasingly difficult today. Over time, most of these coins were heavily used in daily transactions, leading to wear and tear. But a well-preserved example with full details, bright luster, and minimal contact marks can attract significant collector interest. The combination of limited survival in high grades and strong historical relevance has made this coin a must-have for serious numismatists. In today's collector circles, coins like the 1955 sixpence in top condition are viewed as not just collectible items, but also as pieces of art and heritage with growing investment potential. The current market value in dollars. In today's numismatic market, the demand for the 1955 sixpence in extra fine or uncirculated condition has been soaring. Depending on the coin's exact grade, shine, and strike quality, it can fetch anywhere from $175,000, and in certain auctions or private sales, pristine examples have gone even higher. Rare varieties or coins with exceptional toning or mint brilliance are especially prized and can command premium prices among international collectors. As interest in early Elizabeth II coinage continues to rise, the 1955 sixpence has positioned itself as one of the standout pieces of the era with strong future appreciation potential. Now, let's look at some tips for collectors. If you're planning to buy or already own a 1955 sixpence, preservation is key. Always handle your coin by the edges and store it in a protective holder to maintain its luster and prevent surface damage. It's wise to get your coin graded by a reputable service like NGC or PCGS if it's in top condition, as certification can significantly increase its value and desirability in the market. Keep an eye on upcoming auctions and numismatic shows. These are often where the best pieces appear and where values can surprise even experienced collectors. Building a small collection of early Elizabeth II sixpences from the 1950s can also be a great long-term investment strategy. The United Kingdom Sixpence 1955 is a true gem of post-war British coinage, a symbol of national pride, fine craftsmanship, and enduring beauty. With its stunning design, historical significance, and limited availability in high-grade condition, It's no surprise that this coin continues to be in high demand among collectors worldwide. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a new coin enthusiast, this sixpence represents both a fascinating piece of history and a promising collectible with real value in today's dollar-based market. So, if you ever come across a 1955 sixpence in extra fine condition, hold on to it. It could be one of the shining treasures in your collection and a coin that keeps increasing in value year after year. Next up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1965, a coin that's turning heads in today's collector market. Even if it appears in dirty or aged condition, this coin holds a surprising and growing value in the numismatic world, especially among those who appreciate the beauty and legacy of pre-decimal British coins. Stay tuned as we uncover the rich history, design, rarity, and current market value in dollars of this remarkable 1965 sixpence, a true gem for collectors worldwide. The history of the 1965 sixpence takes us back to the final years of Great Britain's pre-decimal era. Minted under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin carries immense historical significance as one of the last sixpence issues before the decimalization of British currency in 1971. The sixpence denomination had been a cherished part of British life for centuries, symbolizing not only everyday commerce but also traditions and folklore, from being tucked into Christmas puddings to bringing good luck in weddings. The 1965 issue stands out as one of the final classic designs before the great transition to decimal coinage, making it a powerful reminder of a bygone monetary system and a tangible piece of British heritage. When it comes to the unique features of the United Kingdom Sixpence 1965, this coin shines with both historical and artistic excellence. Struck in cupronickel, a blend of copper and nickel, it has a diameter of 19.41 mm and weighs around 2.83 grams. On the obverse, it proudly displays the youthful and elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, one of the most admired royal effigies used on British coinage. We see the traditional Tudor rose surrounded by a thistle, shamrock, and leek, representing the unity of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. The words FID Def and Sixpence 1965 are beautifully struck, giving it a perfectly balanced and detailed finish, all intricately arranged under the royal crown. All beautifully united beneath a crown. This artistic representation of unity and strength gives the coin a timeless charm, making it especially desirable among collectors and enthusiasts alike. Now let's talk about what makes the 1965 sixpence so rare and in such high demand. Although millions were minted for circulation, finding an original piece today, especially one that has survived decades of handling and storage, is becoming increasingly difficult. Most coins from this era have been melted down, lost, or damaged over time. Even coins in dirty or circulated condition are now fetching attention because they retain their original details and authenticity, something collectors deeply appreciate. The rising global interest in pre-decimal British coins, coupled with the fact that the 1965 sixpence was among the last of its kind, has caused its value and demand to climb sharply. Collectors around the world, especially in the United States and Europe, are actively searching for this coin to complete their Elizabeth II series or to preserve a part of old British history. In the current auction market, the 1965 sixpence is performing remarkably well. Depending on its condition, even a dirty or moderately worn example can attract impressive bids. On average, circulated examples have been known to sell between $75,000, while cleaner or well-preserved versions can easily range from $150,000. However, coins that display strong details, original toning, or unique visual character, even if not perfectly clean, have been observed selling for over $168,000 in certain online and live auctions. The sentimental and historical value of this coin continues to drive interest, and as more collectors enter the market, the price trajectory looks strongly positive for the years ahead. For collectors, the 1965 sixpence represents a brilliant opportunity. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner looking for your first rare coin, this piece offers both historical depth and investment potential. When acquiring one, it's important to focus on coins that retain visible design elements even in dirty condition, as these signs of age often add to their authenticity. Cleaning old coins is not recommended, as natural patina can actually enhance collector value. Instead, store them safely in protective holders to prevent further wear. Also, keeping track of recent auction trends can help you identify the right time to buy or sell. The United Kingdom Sixpence 1965 is not just a small coin. It's a powerful relic of Britain's numismatic past and a symbol of craftsmanship, culture, and royal legacy. Its growing popularity, strong collector demand, and consistent rise in auction value make it one of the most exciting pre-decimal coins to watch right now. Even in dirty or circulated condition, this sixpence holds impressive potential and historical charm that modern collectors deeply admire. So, if you come across one of these coins in your collection or find it tucked away in an old drawer, don't underestimate it. You might just be holding a miniature treasure worth far more than you think. Next up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1963 coin, a true British classic that has become a highly desirable collectible in today's global auction market. Though originally a small silver-colored coin used in everyday transactions, this 1963 sixpence has now evolved into a rare piece of numismatic history, especially when found in fine circulated condition. Collectors across the world are eagerly searching for these coins due to their beauty, craftsmanship, and ever-rising value in dollars. So, stay tuned as we uncover what makes this coin a prized treasure for coin enthusiasts and investors alike. The 1963 sixpence begins during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period when the United Kingdom was transitioning into the modern era while still preserving its rich coinage heritage. The sixpence was a beloved denomination in British currency for centuries, representing 6 old pence or half a shilling before decimalization in 1971. The 1963 issue was among the final years of the traditional sixpence before the Great Changeover, making it historically significant. Struck in copper-nickel, after silver was phased out in 1947, this coin was part of Britain's proud post-war coinage and reflected the nation's strength and progress under Queen Elizabeth's young and inspiring leadership. What truly sets the 1963 sixpence apart are its unique design features. On the obverse, it proudly displays the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, showing the Queen uncrowned, a symbol of grace, simplicity, and modern monarchy. The reverse, designed by William Gardner, features a beautifully detailed floral design representing the 4 nations of the United Kingdom: the English rose, the Scottish thistle, the Irish shamrock, and the Welsh leek, all intertwined around the Tudor rose. The inscription, FID Def Sixpence 1963, adds to its vintage charm. The coin's intricate artistry, crisp lettering, and fine edge milling make it stand out as one of the most elegant British coins of its time. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, the 1963 sixpence is gaining tremendous popularity in the numismatic community. Although millions were minted for circulation, the passage of time, along with natural wear and the melting of older coins, has significantly reduced the number of surviving pieces in fine and collectible condition. Many were lost, damaged, or melted down, but coins that have retained clear details, minimal wear, and sharp features are now in high demand among collectors. These coins are especially desirable because they mark the last decade of pre-decimal British coinage and carry the legacy of a rapidly changing era. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the United Kingdom sixpence 1963. In today's auction and collector market, these coins have seen a strong rise in value, especially those preserved in fine or excellent condition. A circulated fine condition 1963 sixpence can fetch anywhere from $115,000, depending on clarity and appeal. However, coins in extremely fine or uncirculated condition can sell for $150,000 or even higher at international auctions, particularly when graded by professional coin certification services. Some rare varieties and proof-like examples have been known to sell for hundreds of dollars, as collectors and investors continue to chase this charming piece of British numismatic history. For collectors, there are a few valuable tips when it comes to acquiring and preserving the 1963 sixpence. Always look for coins that maintain their original shine and sharp detail on both sides, especially around the Queen's portrait and the floral motifs. Avoid heavily scratched or cleaned coins, as original patina adds authenticity and appeal. Storing the coin in a dry, protective holder or capsule helps prevent oxidation and maintains its value over time. If possible, consider getting your coin graded by a recognized service, as certification not only confirms authenticity but can also boost resale value significantly in the auction market. The United Kingdom sixpence 1963 is far more than just a small coin from the past. It's a symbol of British heritage, royal elegance, and timeless beauty. With growing international interest and rising auction prices, this coin has become a must-have for serious collectors and investors who recognize its true potential. Whether you already own one or are looking to add it to your collection, the 1963 sixpence stands as a shining reminder that even the smallest pieces of metal can hold a world of history and significant dollar value. So, hold on to yours because its worth is only climbing higher with time. Next up, we're exploring one of the most fascinating and increasingly valuable coins from British history. The United Kingdom Sixpence 1964, a truly remarkable piece that is now gaining strong attention and high demand in the global numismatic market. If you have this coin in very fine condition, you could be holding on to a small yet powerful piece of silver history that's worth far more than you might imagine. So, let's dive into the exciting journey of this exceptional coin from its background to its current auction market value in dollars. The 1964 United Kingdom sixpence coin takes us back to the final years of the pre-decimal British currency system, just before the Great Transition to decimalisation in 1971. This coin was part of the long-standing tradition of the sixpence denomination, a value that had been circulating in Britain since the 16th century during the reign of Edward VI. The 1964 issue was struck under the rule of Queen Elizabeth II, representing an important phase of British history when the monarchy, economy, and coinage system were all undergoing modernization. It symbolizes the grace and stability of the early Elizabethan era, and because it was among the last series of sixpence coins before the denomination was discontinued, it holds both nostalgic and historical significance for collectors around the world. The unique features of the 1964 sixpence coin make it truly stand out in the realm of British numismatics. It was minted in copper nickel, weighing around 2.83 grams with a diameter of 19.4 millimeters. The obverse side beautifully displays the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, showing the Queen Laureate and facing right, a timeless design that became an icon of early Elizabethan coinage. The reverse side features a stunning arrangement of the national emblems, the rose, thistle, shamrock, and leek, symbolizing the unity of the nations of the United Kingdom. The level of craftsmanship and detail in this coin's design is extraordinary, making it not only a monetary token but a miniature work of art that reflects British pride and tradition. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, the 1964 sixpence has been rising steadily in prominence. While many of these coins were produced for circulation, finding one today in very fine condition with clear details, minimal wear, and a bright surface is becoming increasingly difficult. Collectors around the world are now competing to secure coins from this pre-decimal era, especially those dated close to the end of production, such as 1964. The demand is further fueled by nostalgia, as this coin represents one of the last chapters before decimalization. Many collectors are willing to pay premium prices for well-preserved examples because of their historical link, attractive design, and enduring legacy of the Elizabethan monetary system. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the current market value in dollars. In today's auction and collector market, the 1964 United Kingdom sixpence in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $185,000, depending on its luster, strike quality, and eye appeal. Exceptional examples, particularly those that have been carefully preserved or come from proof sets, can even reach higher prices at specialized coin auctions, sometimes crossing the $250,000 mark. As interest in pre-decimal British coins continues to grow internationally, especially among collectors in the United States, Canada, and Australia, the value of this coin is expected to rise steadily in the coming years. For those passionate about coin collecting, here are some tips to help you preserve and enhance the value of your 1964 sixpence. Always handle your coin carefully by the edges and avoid touching the surface directly, as fingerprints can cause lasting damage over time. Store the coin in a protective case or capsule, preferably in a cool and dry environment to prevent tarnishing. If you ever plan to sell, consider getting your coin graded by a reputable numismatic service. A certified grade of very fine or higher can significantly increase its auction appeal and market value. And of course, stay updated on coin auctions and collector forums, as demand for rare British pre-decimal coins like this one continues to surge globally. The United Kingdom sixpence 1964 is not just a coin. It's a historical treasure that captures the elegance, unity, and craftsmanship of a bygone era. Its growing value in today's auction market makes it one of the most sought-after small denomination coins among collectors. Owning one in very fine condition means holding a piece of the United Kingdom's rich numismatic legacy, a coin that continues to shine brightly both for its beauty and for its ever-increasing worth. Next up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1954. This coin, especially in extra fine condition, has become a rare and highly desirable collectible in today's numismatic market. Whether you're a passionate collector or someone curious about the hidden value of old British currency, this coin has an incredible story to tell. So stay tuned as we uncover the rich history, unique design, rarity, and impressive auction market value of this beautiful piece of British heritage. The history of the 1954 sixpence takes us back to the post-war era, a period when the United Kingdom was rebuilding and the Royal Mint continued producing some of its most iconic coins under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The 1954 issue is particularly special because it was among the early years of the young Queen's reign. The sixpence had been a traditional British denomination for centuries, but by the 1950s it was nearing the end of its circulation life as the country prepared for decimalisation. This makes the 1954 sixpence a fascinating link between Britain's classic pre-decimal system and the modern coinage we know today. The coin represents stability, craftsmanship, and the enduring elegance of British numismatics. Now, let's talk about the unique features that make this coin stand out. The obverse side features the first official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Mary Gillick, who captured the youthful and graceful image of the newly crowned monarch. The reverse design, created by William Gardner, displays a beautifully detailed Tudor rose in the center, surrounded by a thistle, shamrock, and leek, the floral symbols of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. The inscription FID Def Sixpence 1954 encircles the design, giving it a perfectly balanced and elegant look. The coin was struck in cupronickel, showcasing a bright silvery tone that has stood the test of time. When preserved in extra fine condition, its luster and sharp details make it a truly stunning collectible. The rarity and collector demand for the 1954 sixpence have grown significantly over the years. Coins from this period were not minted in huge numbers compared to later issues, and surviving examples in extra fine or uncirculated condition are even scarcer. Many sixpence coins were heavily circulated, meaning that pristine examples are incredibly hard to find today. Collectors around the world, especially in the United Kingdom, the United States, and Australia, are always on the lookout for 1954 sixpence coins with strong details, minimal wear, and original mint brilliance. This high demand has driven their market value upward, and the coin is now recognized as one of the more desirable mid-century British issues. When we talk about the current market value in dollars, this is where the excitement truly begins. In today's auction market, a 1954 sixpence in extra fine condition can fetch between $150,000, depending on its visual appeal, grading, and provenance. However, examples in uncirculated or near mint state have been known to sell for much higher, sometimes exceeding $175,000 or more at specialized numismatic auctions or private collector sales. The demand for British pre-decimal coins has grown internationally, and prices continue to rise as these coins become harder to find in top condition. Simply put, the 1954 sixpence is not just an old coin. It's a piece of profitable history. For collectors, here are a few tips to make the most of this opportunity. Always look for coins that show crisp details on the Queen's hair and the floral reverse design, as these features wear out first. Keep your coin protected in a proper holder or capsule to prevent scratches or oxidation. If you're buying one, try to source it from a trusted dealer or a certified auction platform. Having your coin graded by a professional grading service can also enhance its value and authenticity in the market. And most importantly, hold on to it as time passes. Coins like the 1954 sixpence are only going to become rarer and more valuable. The United Kingdom sixpence 1954 stands as a shining symbol of British history, artistry, and elegance. With its beautiful design, limited availability, and strong collector demand, it continues to capture the hearts of numismatists worldwide. In extra fine condition, it's not just a collectible. It's a piece of treasure that represents the timeless legacy of the British monarchy and the exceptional craftsmanship of the Royal Mint. So, if you ever come across a 1954 sixpence, take a closer look. You might just be holding a coin worth far more than you ever imagined. Next up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1958. This small yet mighty coin is gaining tremendous attention in today's rare coin market, especially when found in fine or higher condition. Many collectors are on the hunt for this piece because it represents not just a bit of British history, but also a golden opportunity for those looking to add high-value vintage coins to their collection. So stay tuned as we uncover the rich background, unique features, and impressive current market value of the 1958 sixpence coin that continues to shine in the auction world today. The story of the 1958 United Kingdom sixpence begins in the final years of a grand coinage tradition under Queen Elizabeth II. It was one of the early coins issued during her reign, carrying both the beauty of British craftsmanship and the prestige of royal history. Minted at the Royal Mint in London, this coin marks a period when the United Kingdom's currency was still based on the pre-decimal system before the shift to decimalization in 1971. Back in the 1950s, the sixpence held real everyday value, but today, it's valued as a timeless relic from a remarkable era. Collectors admire it not only for its monetary past but for its elegant design, historical importance, and association with early Elizabethan coinage, a period that's now over 6 decades old. The unique features of the 1958 sixpence coin make it a standout among British denominations of its time. Struck in copper-nickel, this coin weighs about 2.83 grams and measures approximately 19.41 millimeters in diameter. The obverse features a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, portraying her wearing a laurel wreath, a symbol of peace and honor. On the reverse, we see the traditional Tudor rose surrounded by a thistle, shamrock, and leek representing the unity of England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. The words FID Def and Sixpence 1955 are beautifully struck, giving it a perfectly balanced and detailed finish, all intricately arranged under the royal crown. This design represents the unity of the United Kingdom and is one of the most admired motifs in British coinage history. Its timeless beauty, fine engraving, and symbolic meaning give the 1958 sixpence an undeniable charm that continues to attract collectors globally. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, the 1958 sixpence stands as a rising star in the numismatic world. While millions were minted originally, very few have survived in fine or excellent condition, making well-preserved examples increasingly rare and valuable. Collectors appreciate coins that show crisp details, minimal wear, and an attractive patina, all signs of careful preservation over decades. Demand for mid-20th century pre-decimal coins has been growing rapidly, especially for coins featuring early Elizabeth II portraits. The 1958 sixpence, in particular, has become a collector's favorite because it bridges the post-war era and modern coinage, a truly historic transitional piece. Its demand continues to rise in both UK and international markets, as collectors from the United States, Canada, and Australia seek these British classics for their historical charm and investment potential. Now let's talk about current market value in today's auction scene. The 1958 sixpence in fine condition is seeing strong prices, often ranging from $120,000, depending on luster, tone, and strike clarity. Coins in very fine or extremely fine condition can fetch $150,000, while uncirculated or proof-like examples can command $189,000 or more at specialized auctions. The coin's value has been steadily increasing over the past few years as collectors realize that early Elizabeth II coinage is becoming scarcer in top condition. Auction houses across the UK and online platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions frequently list these coins, where bidding competition is fierce, reflecting their growing demand and international appeal. For collectors, the 1958 sixpence presents an excellent opportunity. When searching for this coin, always look for examples with strong details on the floral reverse and a clean, well-preserved portrait of the Queen on the obverse. Coins stored in protective holders or graded by professional services like NGC or PCGS often achieve higher market value. It's also wise to collect both circulated and uncirculated examples, as this gives variety and long-term value growth potential. With proper care, this coin can serve not only as a centerpiece in a vintage British coin collection but also as a future investment that continues to appreciate over time. The United Kingdom sixpence 1958 is far more than just an old piece of metal. It's a treasured fragment of royal history and British heritage. With its elegant design, early Queen Elizabeth II portrait, and growing rarity in fine condition, this coin has become one of the most desirable pieces among mid-century collectors. Its rising auction value in dollars proves that the 1958 sixpence is not just a nostalgic keepsake, but a smart and beautiful investment. If you come across one of these coins in your collection or find one at a market, hold on to it. because the value of this timeless British gem is only expected to rise in the years ahead. Next up, the United Kingdom Sixpence 1956. This beautiful silver-toned coin, when found in excellent condition, is a true gem that every collector dreams of owning. In today's auction market, the 1956 sixpence is not just a collectible. It's a valuable investment that continues to rise in demand and price, especially among collectors in the UK and around the world. So, let's uncover why this coin holds such prestige and what makes it a prized possession in the numismatic community. The history of the 1956 sixpence coin is both rich and remarkable. This coin was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, marking one of the early years of her long and glorious rule. The sixpence had been a beloved denomination in British currency for centuries, originally made of silver before transitioning to a copper-nickel composition in the mid-20th century. The 1956 issue represents a period of transformation for British coinage, combining traditional design with post-war modernity. It was part of the pre-decimal currency system, used before the UK adopted decimalisation in 1971, which adds historical importance to every surviving piece. Because it carries the early effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin connects collectors directly to the beginning of her reign and the legacy of post-war Britain. Now, let's talk about the unique features of the 1956 sixpence coin. On the obverse side, the coin proudly displays the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Mary Gillick, whose depiction of the Queen without a crown became an instant symbol of youthful grace and hope for a new era. The reverse side features the classic floral design by William Gardner, beautifully combining symbols of the four nations of the United Kingdom: the rose for England, the thistle for Scotland, the shamrock for Ireland, and the leek for Wales, all intertwined under the royal crown. Struck in copper-nickel, the coin has a diameter of 19.4 millimeters and a weight of 2.83 grams, with a milled edge that enhances its elegance. The sharpness of the details, the sheen of the metal, and the preservation of these intricate designs are what make an excellent condition 1956 sixpence stand out among collectors. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, the 1956 sixpence holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists. While it was a regular circulating coin at the time, finding one today in superb, uncirculated or excellent condition is exceedingly rare. Many of the coins from this period were heavily used in everyday transactions, leading to wear and tear. However, coins that have been preserved carefully, showing no signs of corrosion, scratches, or fading, are now commanding high interest. Collectors highly value the 1956 issue because it represents one of the earliest and most aesthetically appealing coins of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. The global demand for British pre-decimal coins has skyrocketed in recent years, and the sixpence series, particularly the mid-1950s issues, has become one of the most actively traded and sought after in international auctions. The current market value in dollars, this is where things get exciting. Depending on its condition, a 1956 sixpence can range from a few dollars for circulated examples to $170,000 for coins in extremely fine or brilliant uncirculated condition. However, exceptional mint-state examples that display full luster and flawless detail have been known to fetch over $185,000 or more at specialized auctions. In the collector market, rarity and preservation are everything, and when it comes to the 1956 sixpence in excellent condition, the value continues to climb steadily each year. Auction houses in both the UK and the US have recorded growing interest from investors who view these coins not only as collectibles but also as historical assets with tangible long-term worth. For those passionate about numismatics, here are some tips for collectors who wish to acquire or preserve a 1956 sixpence. Always prioritize coins that maintain their original shine and have no visible blemishes or cleaning marks, as original surfaces are key to retaining full value. Store the coin in a dry, airtight holder or capsule to prevent oxidation or moisture damage. When buying, make sure to source from reputable dealers or auction platforms with proper certification. It's also wise to have your coin graded by a professional service, as certified grades can significantly enhance the resale value and credibility of your collection. Building a complete set of sixpences from the early Queen Elizabeth II period can also increase your overall portfolio value and attract interest from serious collectors. The United Kingdom Sixpence 1956 is much more than just an old coin. It's a symbol of British heritage, royal history, and craftsmanship. Its enduring design, connection to the dawn of Queen Elizabeth II's era, and limited availability in pristine condition make it a standout treasure in today's coin market. With growing collector demand and strong auction values in dollars, the 1956 sixpence remains one of the most attractive and high-potential coins for investors and enthusiasts alike. So if you come across one in excellent condition, hold on to it. You might just be holding a piece of history worth far more than you imagine. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable British coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more discoveries from the fascinating world of UK coins and their growing market value.